How's it going, everybody? Doing a gum chewing video game review here today of Stray. This is the PS4 version. PS5 upgrade available. Came with some art cards. I didn't open that yet. There's the back. I really enjoyed this game. This game has got pretty good reviews, I believe, but I had a lot of buzz around it because you play as a cat. A lot of people like cats. There are other games out there that you do play as cats. A lot of indie games, but this is actually kind of an indie game too, though. Annapurna Interactive. I think they're doing one of the Silent Hills. One of like the 8 Silent Hills. I love that Silent Hill went from like nothing being done to like 900 games. I guess it's B12. Blue 12. B12. Blue 12. Lost alone and separated from family. A stray cat must entangle an ancient mystery to escape a long forgotten city. That actually is on point. This game opens up. You're hanging out with your other cat buddies, rubbing up against them, playing with them. You go to sleep. Then they all head out, and you end up missing a jump, and you fall down to like this sewer system type thing. And you got to make your way through. You kind of hurt at first, and then recover quickly, and go about your business. You do have to avoid these things called the Zerks. Nothing in this city you're in. There's no humans left. They all got wiped out by like these spore type things. And these Zerks like grew from that. Or some shit. But eventually, you get to like an actual city part. And no, first you go into an apartment and you do some stuff. And then you access, you get hold of this guy, B12, who I thought was the robot of a human. He actually is the human. I guess he put his, like, mind or whatever into the mainframe. And the cat does a little, like, puzzle action, and he pops up, and then he gives you this backpack. It's kind of funny. The cat, like, falls over like they do if you put stuff on him like that. It's a little unrealistic how, like, the B12, like, zaps an item you need, and it kind of disappears and then reappears when you need it, but graphically it looks nice. But like I said, the cat pretty much looks exactly like that. Again, the cat looks really good. The animations are nice. All the robots you come across look nice, because after you get B12, you move into the regular part. You go a little further, and then other robots get scared because they think you're one of the Zerks. Because they eat robots, and they eat you too. Or they kill you. They'll show you getting eaten or anything, but then they realize you're not one of them. And then you gotta do some stuff in this, like, bigger area. Like, there's a few different areas of the city you end up in, but this is a bigger area, and this city is covered completely. The city was made by the humans to stop, like, this virus or whatever. Hide in there. It's covered up completely. There's no sun coming in, but eventually it got in there. You pick up story beats, and when you use B12, he comes across things that he remembers from when he was alive or whatever, and what they used to do. Inside this like city. This enclosed city. But as you're using the cat, you have to figure out, like, a few of the robots wanted to get to the surface because they see a picture of, like, the beach, and everybody's like, oh yeah, that's the surface. But they're all afraid to go past certain points because the Zergs is going to attack them. And you eventually you have to find out about some of the people that left, because one of the guys is still there and his 3 buddies left to the outside. And you gotta find their journal. So you're doing a lot of jumping on air conditioners, vending machines, crates, like overhangs over doors and windows and stuff. Then there'll be some planks and stuff, and shit. You got to occasionally push a plank down. You're a cat, so you just place each level or area. You can scratch, you can sleep in certain spots, you can scratch on things. Rugs, doors, I think couches as well. You can knock stuff off, and in some instances you actually have to do that because stuff will be hidden in a box. It's a nice, little, very relaxing game. It's not overly hard. There's not a lot of combat. You run from the circuit point. Eventually, you find all the notebooks, and then you find these notebooks from these other robots. And then you go into another area where a lot of the Zergs are, but there's one of the guys who left is stuck in this spot because he doesn't want to go outside anymore because they'll attack him. And then you get like a UV light because they don't like bright lights, these things. So that's like your weapon you use briefly, and it bursts them because there's a part you have to go into the sewers and it's done. It's very creepy in the sewers. I mentioned this in what I've been playing, but also there's giant eyeballs everywhere in the sewer, and they're shooting at like Zergs are coming out from everywhere. It got very creepy, actually. It was a pretty creepy atmosphere. But I guess that was more of like the fungus and whatever, the spore type stuff, whatever the hell the virus was. And you have to like find certain things to get, like in the first area, there's a robot who trades stuff. So you have to come across a couple of sodas or energy drink type things. You give them to him, he gives you something. Or if you get, I forget what it was, but you trade it for like electrical wire, and then you bring it to this woman. She's the robot who makes clothes, and then she makes clothes for you, and you have to give the poncho to somebody else. And people keep doing stuff for you. There's some things you can unlock. A couple of safes you can unlock to like find the codes hidden and stuff. You gotta find records. For this one robot plays the guitar, and then you give not records, like the sheet music. She'll play the guitars. She'll play those songs when you bring them to her and stuff. So there's some collectibles, and it's very mellow when you're going around this area. Just jumping, you gotta like find where to jump up and go. You can crawl into small areas that other people, the robots can't get into and stuff. It looks nice. The robots all talk in like and B12 like translates what they're saying, and somehow the cat knows. Sometimes you have to pull stuff out and then put it into a thing. Like there's certain things you can do as the cat. A few things you can carry, like you throw like a little bucket into it. Vent spinning, you throw it in there. The fan spinning, you throw it in there, it stops it. Stuff like that. But the one knock I have on this is that it's short. Now, this is not the kind of game you'd want to be 20 hours, honestly, because it would get a little too boring, admittedly. I can say that. I beat it in, I think, 7 and change. It said it was the final tally. I might have been sitting around for a few minutes, but if I really wanted to explore, because I didn't get all the remember things, but you remember B12 remembers. I didn't get all of them. I missed 5 or 6. But I got all the music sheets, so I spent some time doing that. But I explored a good amount. There's one part in the upper city, or I forget what it's called, mid-city or something, another area. I was running around for at least a half hour, not realizing what I had to do. Because you gotta talk to everybody. The cat rubs up against the robot's legs, and a little heart appears. Because they have like a screen, and they'll have like two little, like the little robot-looking smile and things pop up on the screen. And when the cat rubs up against them, they have a little heart appears briefly. It looks nice. The robots all look good. The cat looks nice. All the other cats you see too, same thing, but you only see them briefly. The environments are nice. It has a very like Deus Ex-y kind of cyberpunkish type look to the city. It's very like neon lit up in places and stuff. And and shit like that. Nice looking game. I'm sure it looks better on the PS5, but there's other enemies you come across later on. You end up getting caught, and these other robots in the mid city. These other robots don't let people go past us. The other robots go past a certain point. I forget what they call them. They're little small robots, and they shoot these things at you, which can kill you. You end up in a little cage, and you find your way out. You gotta get out of this prison. So there's other things there where you gotta trap these things into certain things, and you get B12 gets taken, you get them back, and then you hex doors, and then those little robots get trapped into things in rooms. It's not overly difficult at all. There's a trophy if you die 9 times because of 9 lives. I didn't even get that. I think I died maybe 4 or 5 times. The Zerks got me, I think, twice, and the little robot shot me a few times, because there's a part where you have to run from, there's a part where it's the cat, you have to jump in the boxes and hide because they're scanning. And you gotta hop out and kind of book it. Cat snoring. It's really good, though. It's a nice change of pace, especially like I was playing. I mean, the Sackboy Adventure was too, but that game is not mellow at points. This is very relaxing. You're kind of playing it, you're just doing stuff. Kind of explore. It's a nice exploration game too. You're as the cat, you're just going into all over the place, finding things and stuff like that. Talking to all the robots and stuff. The ending was good. It was a little sad. I won't spoil the ending. It's not like it's some kind of insane ending, but the cat does not die, except for the times I got killed. But you're trying to find your way out, and the other robots you and the B12 are trying to find a way to the surface now, and you're following the path of the other robots that tried to do it, and you come across them, a few of them. But it's a nice game, it really is. It's just a nice change of pace. Everything works well too. Like, it's not, there's like no glitches or anything. It's just, the jumping's all nice. Like I said, the animation's nice, jumping, everything. The running and all that shit. It's just a nice little game, really. I think it's $40. Like I said, length, like maybe if it was like maybe 10, 12 hours on average, it would have been cooler, but whatever. I knew going in that it was short. I played shooters that are shorter than that campaign. I'm not talking multiplayer, I'm talking about campaign. That had been shorter than that, but almost 8 hours, not bad. Because I had fun with it. I enjoyed my time with it. I'll go back and try to get some of the other remembrance things and a couple other trophies that I can pick up. But they become good friends, the cat and the thing. Yeah, like I said, there's where you get a trophy if you sleep like an hour, like an actual hour. So you have to, when you sit down, when you lay down as the cat, eventually it will just sleep and the camera will pan out and you literally could just go about your business for an hour and come back. But, I probably slept like 10 total minutes. Yeah, there's the Zerk. It looks like an overgrown, like a massively overgrown tick. They come at you in waves and they jump up, bounce all over the place. There's nice little puzzling in there, light puzzle type stuff. Very excellent exploration. Graphically, it looks nice. The story's a nice little story, kind of sci-fi-ish, apocalyptic type story. It's not groundbreaking or anything, but it's a nice little story for sure. And playing as the cat is fun. It adds kind of different mechanics from a regular game where you're using a person or a robot or whatever. It plays to those strengths and it works well. I would pick it up if you're into games. If you like cats, pick it up. But if you're just into like nice exploration games and kind of a slower pace but mellow game, you're not gonna get pissed at this game like I was getting pissed at parts of Sackboy, or I got pissed at parts of Last of Us Part 2 or Uncharted, like where I'm like, God, you know, like, what the You're not gonna come across that in this. So it's nice. It's a nice game, and I wouldn't call it like a walking simulator because you are doing things, and there is gameplay to it. I don't mind walking simulators honestly either. I actually quite enjoy them. But absolutely check it out if you're into a change of pace, a nice game with a cool little game world. You get to play as a cat, do some funny stuff, some fun stuff, I should say. There's a couple of different areas you go to. You go to like a treetop little hangout that some of the robots are in, and then there's the smaller little area, city-looking area. Then there's the bigger one. Then you end up a little further up in like the home base where a lot of people, humans, stayed while everybody else kind of stayed below and thought they were better than the people below, but everybody got fucked by the virus. I don't know where the bodies went though. I guess the Zergs ate them all. I don't know. But it's a nice game. I would actually absolutely check it out. If you can for the PS4. If you have PS5, grab it there. It's also on Steam for $10 cheaper, $30. Because I was looking at it on Steam because my laptop said it could run it. But then I ended up getting the PS4, so I got this one for Christmas. Maybe if you have PS5, get it there. But if you have PS4, grab it. Because this is the kind of game on the PS4 that will kind of just disappear and you won't be able to find it. And you'll be paying like $70, $80 for it a year from now. But I would overall give this game an 8.5. It might seem a bit high, but you know, I'm weighing the gameplay, graphics, you know, the fun I had with it, and stuff. Let's say 8.3, because I was thinking 8 before I made the video. 8.3. Go in between. 8.2 is 5. 8.3. It's a nice game though. It's nice. Like the only personal knock I have with it was a little too short. Maybe like 2-3 hours too short, but whatever. Nothing else annoyed me about this game. Like I said, it just there was no parts where I was like, "This is stupid." I'm not. What the hell? This doesn't, you know. But yeah, definitely check it out. And that is my review for Stray for the PS4 version. I'll give it an 8.3. And thanks for checking this out.